So, is it visible and audible? Can anybody reply me? Can anybody reply me? Is it audible and visible? So in the previous classes, what we have discussed the implementation of a single linked list, implementation of a double linked list, implementation of a circular single linked list, implementation of a circular double linked list. Okay, why we have discussed that one? Previously, we have seen instead of arrays, linked lists are having many advantages. We implement different data structures by using linked list instead of arrays, because arrays are having many disadvantages. Okay, can anybody reply me? Is it audible? Is it audible? Is it audible? Okay, nobody is replying. Okay, okay. Somebody replied. Okay, so first in this third chapter we discussed about the pointers. From pointers we discussed how a linked list look like, and next we discussed what are the advantages of linked list compared to arrays, and we discussed different types of linked list. That is, first single linked list, second one is double linked list, third one is circular single linked list, fourth one is circular double linked list. And in each one we have discussed the operations, main operations we have discussed, that is insertion, deletion, and display and search. If you take a single linked list or double linked list, general single linked list and simple double linked list, what are the operations? Insertion at the beginning, insertion at the middle, insertion at the end. Insertion at the beginning, insertion at the end, insertion in between any two nodes. At the same way, deletion also. Deletion at the beginning, deletion at the end. 1 minute. Somebody. Okay. So we have discussed those things: deletion at the beginning, deletion at the end, and deletion of a node in between any two nodes. These three operations, these six operations, that is insertion 3 types, deletion 3 types. These six operations, seventh operation is display, eighth operation is search. These 8 operations we discussed in a single linked list, we discussed in a double linked list, we discussed in a circular double linked list, we discussed in a circular single linked list. Why we have discussed all these insertion and deletions? Because our motto is only one thing: to implement any data structure by using linked list. To implement any data structure by using a linked list, we should know how to insert at the beginning, how to insert at the end, how to insert in between any two nodes in the middle of the linked list. At the same way, deletion also, how to delete at the front of the linked list. Somebody? Okay, somebody. 1 minute. Who is this? How can 1 minute? Somebody raised the question. The discussion. What is the number here? What is his number? 281. Okay. 1 minute.
సార్
Can tell me.
మా సిలబస్ లో మొత్తం C++ మీద ఉంది సార్, మీరేమో సి చెప్తున్నారు.
Okay. See, all of you listen once. So our student raised a question of that our syllabus is wholly in C++. Okay, I'm giving the clarification. That's what I'm telling. Firstly, the JNTU gave the syllabus in C++, but after there is a revolt from the students. This happened 2 years back. Your seniors also have learned this, the whole data structures in C only. See, first syllabus, that is your 2019 batch, I think. R19 మీ batch బాబు మీది ఏంటండి? హలో,
R19 సార్.
R19 కదండి?
R16 సార్, 19 కదా సార్.
R16
16 సార్, 19 కదా సార్.
ఓకే. R16 లో ఫస్ట్ ఏమైందంటే C++ మీద ఇచ్చారు సిలబస్. తర్వాత ట్రిపుల్ వాళ్ళు అందరూ ఇక్కడే కాదు చాలా కాలేజ్లో దే రైజ్డ్ ఇష్యూ దట్ వీ కాంట్ అండర్స్టాండ్ C++. ఇట్ ఈస్ వెరీ డిఫికల్ట్ టు అండర్స్టాండ్ సి ఓన్లీ. సిఏ అండర్స్టాండ్ చేసుకోవడమే కష్టం. అలాంటి C++ ఎలా ఇస్తారంటే వెంటనే హీ గేవ్ ఏ న్యూ సిలబస్. దట్ న్యూ సిలబస్ ఐ ఆల్రెడీ పోస్టెడ్ ఇన్ అవర్ గ్రూప్. If you take the syllabus of the R16 లో C++ అని ఉంటది. ఓకే, కానీ అది మార్చారు. అది మొత్తం మనకే కాదు, ఆల్ కాలేజెస్ లో మార్చారు. అందుకే న్యూ సిలబస్ మన గ్రూప్ లో పెట్టాను. ఇప్పుడు కదా 10 days బ్యాక్ 15 days బ్యాక్ పెట్టాను. మీరు మన గ్రూప్ లో చూస్తే మీకు అర్థం అవుతుంది.
ఓకే సార్, థ్యాంక్ యూ సార్.
ఓకే, సో that's over. So you have to study in C only. You can write the exam in C only. You can what we call you can practice the lab experiments also in C only. There is no, so the syllabus is changed. The notice, I think the notice also previously I used to have from the JNTU, that was not somewhere missing. No problem. The whole JNTU colleges will study in data structures in C only for EEE. And the experiment, that lab as DS lab also, don't be panic. It will be implemented in C only. So the DS lab and DS what we call theory are both have changed. Both syllabus have changed to C. That syllabus is I have uploaded to you already in this group. That syllabuses are there. Okay. So now we discuss that one. Why we are discussing these whole things, insertions and deletions, insertion at different parts, deletion at different parts. Why we are discussing? To implement any data structure, to implement a stack, to implement a queue, to implement a tree, to implement a graph, some number of data structures are there, linear and non-linear data structures. To implement all these linear and non-linear data structures, there is an option of using array. There is an option of using linked list. So to have the option of using linked list, what I should know? Mainly insertions and deletions. If I know how to do insertion and how to delete a node at different places in a linked list, then I can implement any data structure similar to array. Okay, so that's the concept. That's why we discussed all these insertions and deletions, different insertions and in different linked lists we discussed that. Okay, so we will see now how you will implement a stack or how we will implement a queue. So you can see that. So First, we will take a stack implementation by using a single linked list. So you can see here, you can see the diagram. 1 minute. So you can see the diagram. So here stack is implemented by inserting the node at the starting of the linked list. So first, the node that was inserted is 25. Next node that was inserted is 32. Next node that was inserted is 50. Next node that was inserted is 99. Okay, so you can see that. So this diagram is implemented by using insertion of a node at the starting of the linked list. So you can see. So now last in first out. So last in first out means what? The last inserted will be deleted first. Which is last inserted? 99 inserted last. So it is represented by top. It will be deleted by the top address. Top contains the address of the node 99. So what I should do to implement this one? Insertion at the beginning, insertion at the last. Insertion at the beginning, insertion at the last. Okay, deletion at the last. 1 minute. At the first, deletion at the first. At the beginning, this is also at the beginning. So if I implement these two functions in a single linked list, insertion at the beginning and deletion at the beginning. So these are nothing but push and pop. This is nothing but push. This is nothing but pop means what? Previously I told. So 1 minute. Hello? Class lo ఉన్నాను. So insertion at the beginning, deletion at the beginning. You can see that. So insertion at the beginning, that function I call it as push. Deletion at the beginning, I call it as pop. So the last element that was inserted is 99. That was deleted at the first. That was deleted first. So last element, first element that was inserted is 25. Next one is 32. Next one is 50. Next one is 99. So 99 is deleted first. So this is the implementation of a stack. So if I know the two operations, insertion at the beginning and deletion at the beginning, then the whole implementation of stack is over. Insertion at the beginning of a linked list, it may be single linked list or a double linked list. Deletion at the beginning, it may be single linked list or a double linked list. The whole thing is over. The whole process is over. So now, at the same way, I can do the same thing by another way also. So you can see. So I can do the same thing in another way. Can anybody tell? Okay, I will tell. The same stack implementation, I can tell. See, so if I consider the last element, so yeah, in another way also I can implement this in the second way. So insertion at the last. So if the node, if I want to insert, is added at the last of the linked list, I will call it as push. At the same way, if I want to delete the node at the last, it is known as pop. That is also active. So first node here, if I take this consideration, the second option, then first node is inserted is 99. Next node is inserted is 50. 50 I will insert after 99. That is at the end. Next one is 32. I will add to the next after 50. That is at the end. 50 is the last one. After 50 I will add 32, and after 32 I will add 50, 25. So 25 is added last. So 25 is added last. So what I will do? I will delete 25 first. Okay, I will delete 25 first. So that is the so that's the two options. So two option is considering the insertion at the beginning and deletion at the beginning, or second option is insertion at the last of the linked list or at the deletion at the last of the linked list. If I consider insertion at the top, the starting of the linked list, then it is the top is nothing but the first node in the linked list, similar to 99. So if I want to delete also, this 99 will be deleted. If I consider insertion at the last of the linked list, then it is nothing but 25. It is added to the end of the linked list. So then what will be deleted first? 25 will be deleted. Top is represented as the last node in the linked list. If I insert at the starting, if I consider like that, then the top is nothing but the first node in the linked list. If I consider the last node in the linked list as top, then it was inserted at the last of the linked list. So this stack, similarly, the same thing I will be implementing by using double linked list. You can see this also. So here you can see that. So you can see here. So now see, here also I am having two options. This is top. This is insertion. So here also the same thing. If I consider the first element as inserting the new insertion of a new element in the stack as for at the insertion at the starting of the linked list, then the top is nothing but the first node in the linked list. So you can see that one. What are the two functions? Insertion at the beginning, push; deletion at the beginning, pop. So in the same way, if I consider this thing, if I consider the same thing, if I consider the same thing. So insertion at the last, if I consider inserting a node at the last of a double linked list, you can see here. So then the top of the element is nothing but the node 3 or the last node in the linked list. So insertion at the last, insert deletion at the last pop. So in these two, if I want to do these two operations, then top is nothing but the last node in the linked list. If I want to do these two operations, that is insertion at the beginning and deletion at the beginning, then the top is nothing but the first node in the linked list. So that's the thing. So in this way, I will be implementing the stack and the stack. I will be implementing the stack by using the linked list. So just you for implementing any data structure, it may be stack and queue. In the coming classes, you will be learning some trees, graphs, some n number of data structures. For all these things, only one thing: you should know insertion, you should know deletion. Then automatically, by using that functions, I will be implementing the linked list. So you can see. These algorithms also are the same thing. Okay. So you can see this algorithm also. The same thing. Question. Question means nothing but adding. In general, what we go for is B in general, adding the node at the starting of the linked list, deletion of a node at the starting of a linked list. This we consider. That is, top represents the address of the first node in the linked list. That we will be considering. Deleting an element from the stack list. We can see. So these are the algorithms. These are the program. The program is nothing but the same thing. Insertion at the beginning, insertion at the deleting in a linked list. That's the thing. Okay. Now we will see queue. So how I will represent and do the operations in a queue by using a linked list. So you can see the diagram. You can see. So what are the two operations I have to know to implement the queue data structure? One is in array, by using array, what I will be doing? I will be inserting a new node. By front, what I will be doing? I will be doing a deletion of a deletion of a new node. So, what are the two operations I have to know to implement the queue by using a linked list? See here. You can see. Insertion at the last. Deletion at the beginning. So these two functions, if I know, then automatically the queue is implemented. So first what he has done, he inserted 10, the node 10 into the linked list. Next, he inserted 15 to the last in the linked list. Next, he inserted 22 in the last of the linked list. Next, he inserted 15 to the last of the linked list. Okay. Again, if I want to do the deletion, so what will happen? Deletion, I will delete 10 first, next 15 first, next 22, next 15. To do this one, what I have to do? Deletion at the beginning function I have to implement. This is one option. Another option is reverse one. That is insertion at the beginning, deletion at the last. So you can see here another option. Second, this is option 2. That is insertion at the beginning and deletion at the last. So then what will happen? What are the two options I will be having? Then insertion means this one. So I will be You can see. So this is second option. So insertion at the beginning, that is represented by rare. Here you can see. First option is this one. Second option is insert. Deletion at the last. Deletion at the last means what? Front. That is front I am taking as first element. I am what we call last element I am considering as front, and the first element I am considering as rear. Then what are the two functions I have to implement? Insertion at the beginning, deletion at the last. If I consider front as the beginning node in the linked list and rear as the what we call the last node in the linked list, then what I have to do? Insertion will be done at the last, that is at the rear. Insertion of the is done at the last of the linked list, and deletion is done at the beginning of the linked list. So then it is over. Then this one. Then the queue implementation is over. So two options, but in general we will go for first option, that is insertion at the last of the linked list. Insertion, if I want to insert an element, it will be inserted at the last of the linked list. If I want to delete any node, it will be deleted at the beginning of the linked list. So you can see. So these are the algorithms that these are nothing but the algorithms which represent the same thing. So this is the program for implementing the. So another thing, we have different types of what we call algorithms also. Now, if I want to implement the queue, the same queue, by using a double linked list, then you can see the same thing. Okay. Now you can see. You can see. So here also the same thing. Insertion at the last and deletion at the beginning is the first option. The whole thing is same. If I know the insertion at the last of a linked list in a double linked list, then I can do the insertion in the queue. If I know the deletion at the beginning of a double linked list, then automatically the deletion of a node is done by using the front. So front represent, if I go for first option, rear represents the last node, front represents the first node. If I go for option 2, then rear represents the first node, front represents the last node. So you can see option 1, option 2. Now another, we have previously we have seen different types of queues, that is DQ. I think most of you have remembered that one. DQ, double-ended queue. So in double-ended queue, what I will be doing? In double-ended queue means what? Previously we discussed. In both sides, I will be doing insertion and deletion. At the front end, I will be doing deletion and insertion. At the rear end, I will be doing insertion and deletion. But generally, what is queue? Queue means what? Insertion will be done at the last and deletion will be done at the front. But in DQ, what will happen? We will be doing both the things. That is, at the front part, I will be doing insertion and deletion, and at the rear part, I will be using deleting. I will be doing the insertion and deletion. So what will happen? So to implement the DQ, what I have to do? I have to know these four functions: insertion at the last, deletion at the beginning, insertion at the beginning, deletion at the last. If I know these four functions, then automatically the double-ended queue will be implemented. Okay. So what you have to know is only what we call how to implement the double-ended queue. Only just think what you have to know is the functions, insertion, deletions, functions. If you know, I can implement queue, double-ended queue, circular queue, priority queue, anything. Now we will see the implementation of a circular queue. 1 minute. One. Okay, now 1 minute, I will be sharing you. So you can see the thing. So now to implement this circular linked list, what I have should know? So here also same thing. So here also the same. If I want to implement a circular queue, then what I should know? I should know the insertion at the front and insertion at the rear part and deletion of the front in a circular double linked list or a circular single linked list. If I know the thing, automatically I can implement the circular queue. At the same way, 1 minute. So in the same way, to implement a circular queue uh, by using double linked list, I should know the implementation of a circular double linked list. You can see here. So in a double linked list. So if I want to implement a circular queue, what I should know? I should know the implementation of a circular double linked list. Then circular double linked list, if I know implementation, I will know the implementation of a circular queue. In the same way, if I know the implementation of a circular single linked list, I can know the implementation of a circular queue. So today I will be stopping the class. So up to this session is over. So you can have, if you have any doubts, you can call me directly. I have my number is there in our book. And at the same time, start trying to practice. At the end of the mid, if you open the book, you will not understand anything. You have to start from now only. You have to start from now only to understand the data structures. Whenever you are what we call, whenever you are leisure, you try to practice. First practice graphically, next practice programmatically. Then you will be understanding the things. And another thing is, I think you are in third year, and the next year you will be going for placements. In the placements, this C and data structures is the main thing you want. From the last 4 to 5 years, instead of aptitude and reasoning in the campus drives, instead of the companies are not asking what we call aptitude and reasoning something. Very few are asking aptitude and reasoning. Mainly, they want the persons with coding skills. Coding skills. So if you go for campus drive also, the main subject which you should be familiar is data structures. So most of the time you will be opting for software. So in software, to go for as a fresher, you should know C and DS thoroughly. So to know C and DS thoroughly, you should practice. Practice means a perfect. So unless you practice the things program, you will not understand C and data structure. Unless you know this coding, you will not crack you will not be able to crack any campus interview. So this is the right time. You have another 1 year. So first you should start practicing the small programs that we are discussing now, from first unit 1, unit 2, unit 3, and the lab manual which I shared. All these things, try to do the practice. Once you do this practice of these basic programs only, you can do the next level of coding. That is critical things you can crack the what we call coding test. The coding test, some critical coding questions will be there. First to understand and anyway, first in any way, if you want to attempt also, you should know this basic implementation of the C programs. To know this one, you have to practice. That's it. Today I will end the session. Okay. Tomorrow we will be doing. Tomorrow there is, I think, no classes there. And Saturday I will be completing this third unit, and from Monday we will be going to for fourth unit. Okay. So, but you have to practice. Persons who want a campus drive job should must practice the programs which I am sharing to you. All the programs in the lab manual which I have shared, all the programs which I am sharing unit wise, you should practice. You will be having two advantages. One thing is you will be you can get more marks in the lab and in the theory exam also, and also you can crack the campus drive.